Steve Stoute is a man I know since we're over 40 years of knowing each other. We used to play football in the cage in Queens. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. It's like, how would I think when he's telling me he's picking my brain, he was like, how do you know all this? I said, I live and breathe it. You can't take away knowledge, right? Once you know it. I'm touring. How do you tour? How are you doing this? Because it's so expensive, and he knows I didn't have the budgets. So at the end of the day, when he told me, and I was like, I would love to do it, Steve. I said, I'll bring all my artists, but I know where I could take it with you. I said, I just need my equity. He wouldn't give me equity.
That's another story for another day.
Listen to me, I'm not mad at him. Everyone can make their decisions. I'm not mad at Steve. It's just disappointing that someone that you thought is a friend wouldn't do that in that exact position when he came to me. I didn't even come to him. He came to me about it. Tone from Trackmasters, I had meetings with him. He was running it at the time, and I think he hired Lauren Witzer after that. Lauren used to be Kevin Lyle's assistant from Def Jam, so I knew Lauren. I just know that there's no executive that ever talked to or been and spoke to more artists or listened to more music at my level than me. So how could you know it better? And I've done it. I'm on the ground. I'm in the hoods, USA. Like, you would need another lifetime to do the work I did. So that's why when he said, how do you know it? That's how I put in the work. It's all good though. Like I said, I'm not mad at him. I was just like, damn, I was disappointed. I was disappointed with Jay-Z and OG Warren too. I'll put it on the wood. They called me up to talk about equity before they started equity. Oh, you doing distribution? We started talking. He tells me, OG Warren tells me that his son, Christian, is running it. He says, Chris, I'm gonna set a meeting on Christian. If Christian asks you all the questions and you answer them, we're gonna figure it out. I just gotta go to the boss, talking about Jay. I said, done. I go up there. Christian asked me every question. I answered it. And I looked at Warren when I'm answering. I'm not looking at Christian. I'm looking at Warren like, ask him if that's right. You understand? For every question, he said yes. And then I gave him other parts to the question that they wasn't even thinking of that I know is going to be the next issue they're dealing with. And they tell me they're going to talk to Jay. So I thought Jay would come in. When I started Adventure Music, Jay-Z was my first call. He seen it. I did an interview with Ebro. My interview with Ebro on Hot 97 was 1 hour and 20 minutes. You can go look at it. Jay-Z calls me. He asked Irv for my number. Irv's like, yo, Jay's trying to call you. I said, yeah, give him my number. He's like, what's that about? I'm like, I just went on Ebro. So Irv was like, oh, okay. So he gives Jay the number. Jay calls me. I speak to Jay. He said, Chris, I never even knew you could talk like that. I swear on my kids, because he's not used to me. He's used to me holding down my brother. I said, but Jay, you just wasn't listening to all these things. Me and Irv, I used to talk to Irv about all the business. He just go, I played my part. Irv's the face. I don't need nothing. My brother got me. So Irv, go do it. But we talked about everything before we did anything. It wasn't a one-man show. He never talks about it. Maybe he wants to keep it all for himself too. I don't know. Jay used to come in my office and wait for Irv to talk to Irv. You know what I'm saying? So I went through all of this, talked to Jay. He loved it. He gave me a great quote so I could use it for marketing and promotion. So when this day comes, I'm thinking I'm Gucci. I got Jay. I got Hov. Let me get with Hov with what I'm doing and see what happens. Let me get some of that muscle he got that opens up some doors that I need opened up. It just didn't happen. This is God's work. I couldn't figure out why either. But again, they kept going with equity. Equity is now a big part of Rock Nation, their distribution. But they have the exact problem I told them. You can't tell an artist they're free and independent, but you're telling them as soon as they get successful, they got to sign to Rock Nation. That's kind of backwards. And I told him that's not a good business model. But hey, good luck, God bless. What do I know?